What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to CRÜZR Radio episode 20. I'm your host, Wesley Hill. Join my co-host, Mr. Hunter Harris, founder Chad Rice on the microphone this week. And we got an unexpected special guest, Mr. Matt Hill, my long-lost cousin, is in the house. I'm super excited to sit down this week and talk to these guys all about turkey hunting. And on top of that, Matt and I are not big turkey hunters, so I'm going to be asking deep questions about what to do and how to do it. This is going to be a great episode, guys. Let's get into it. Well, thank you. Well, look at that. It's turkey season. Let's go. It's turkey season. What's up, guys?
What up?
What's up?
Matt, thank you for stopping by. It was completely unexpected.
Surprise.
Yeah,
I
was in town for work and just decided to swing by.
I ran upstairs to grab my phone. Some random guy started yelling at me, and it turned out to be Matt. It's pretty funny, man. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Great
well, dude, yeah, Hunter, it's a pleasure as always. Matt, thank you for joining. Chad, it's a pleasure as always.
Sure.
We have not had to do a podcast. We haven't been able to do a podcast in the past 2 weeks because we have been busy.
Very busy.
Busy as a cat covering scat.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah, so we had a couple trade shows. ATA in January. We were in Pennsylvania, the Harrisburg Great American Outdoor Show 2 weeks ago. And then last week we're at NWTF in Nashville.
Yes, sir.
Pretty crazy schedule.
Yeah, we've been getting it, man.
Yeah, we'll be in Iowa next week. And then what is that one? Is that the Iowa Deer Classic?
Is it going to be next week?
Yeah.
We'll be heading that way next week.
Wednesday.
Iowa Deer Classic. That one's from March 3rd through 5th.
Yeah, and then we've got
a little bit of
Columbus.
a break.
Nope, we got 1 week.
1 week break, and then we go to Columbus, Ohio. And then we'll have a bit of a break. Yeah,
I think all of it.
Probably sounds like we're going to Alabama to do some turkey hunting with Matt.
Yeah, dude. He wasn't able to come up
last
year, so
well,
wasn't able. He wasn't able. He didn't.
Yeah.
You should talk about that real quick.
The problem is we didn't give him an invite.
Yeah.
Which he's always invited. But he's a gentleman and doesn't want to just show up. So,
but you'll show up today. You'll show up today, man.
He's starting to learn. He's starting to learn. We just don't care. Come on, you know what I'm saying? But
it's funny, dude.
Nah, man, we're super pumped up about turkey season. So.
Yeah, I think it's pretty wild.
I think last week got me fired up. I don't know about y'all, but NWTF was a hoot. It's always my favorite show of the year that we do. Man,
I feel like it was considerably busier this year than it was last year.
So it definitely was. Let's hold off. Let's talk about the Great American Outdoor Show first because that one was first. It was the 1st of February. Do you remember the dates?
It was the 4th through the 9th, I think.
Okay.
No. 4th through the 12th.
Something like that. I don't know. It was 9 days long. We traveled up the day before the show, which was
kind of a mistake.
Yeah, we should have went
a
the
little
day
earlier.
before that. Yeah. So
but this was the inaugural run.
Yeah,
for
y'all
us.
never done it before.
No, we've never done that show before. So, dude, 9 days long, and I only stayed 5 days. Me and Hunter stayed 5 days.
Yeah. I stayed
Wesley
all 9.
chose to stay all 9, which was actually 10 days.
Yeah.
And then a day of driving home, so 11 days technically.
Yeah. It was a 118-hour work week.
Yeah, buddy.
It was a good amount of time.
And we all came home sick.
Yeah.
Everybody came home sick.
Dude, at ATA, everybody was talking about like your crew is going to be sick.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, when you're in that many people's faces, literally thousands.
No, literally hundreds of thousands of people came through.
I have estimated over the course of that entire show, I personally probably talked to about 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah.
Not counting everybody else.
The show's nuts, dude. Holy cow.
It's insane. If you haven't gone before, you should definitely go because it's a good show.
13 acres under roof.
Yeah, man, which is nuts. But also it's like the largest outdoor show in the United States.
Yeah, and I definitely see why.
It took me, so I was trying to get over to the scree booth to talk to Locke the first or second day. I think second day. And it literally, I mean, you're talking like, 13 acres. It doesn't take long to walk 13 acres, but I only needed to walk like half that, right, to get over to Locke. And took me 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Just to talk to him.
The worst is wild.
Shoulder to shoulder,
dude,
man.
Matt, the worst part is they were at the scree booth, and I was like, you know what, I want to go over there. And so I called him. I was like, hey, where you guys at? They're like, scree booth. I start walking and I got lost.
Yeah.
Like
Place
legitimately
huge, yeah.
lost. Like I called him. I was like, man, where's this booth at? I can't
I
find
had
it.
to go meet him.
Yeah. He's like, you know where this is? I was like, maybe. I was like, maybe. He's like,
think I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Dude, it's absolutely insane. It's a great place that they're doing it because they have the room to be able to have everybody under a roof. But you walk in one direction, and I'm not kidding you, dude, it'll take you 20 minutes just to figure out where you're at.
Yeah.
There's like no signal in there because there's so many people with all their
just
phones.
crowded, yeah.
So you can't even like drop a pin to somebody to figure out where they're at.
Yeah.
It's
just
absolutely
nuts.
wild.
What kind of facility? Was it a convention center or?
It's
It's
a
a-
farm, and what was it?
It's a farm expo center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like buildings like off of it.
Yeah. So
So
we were
it's
in
like-
the equestrian building, or what
we were
was
in
that?
the
What it was
horse
called?
arena. Yeah. Like it was
Yeah.
a horse arena. It was dirt
Yeah, and it
underneath.
smelled like a horse arena
Yeah.
too.
Oh, y'all on a dirt floor?
Well, it was dirt with
had, like-
AstroTurf carpet thrown over top of
yeah.
it. But the show was very well organized.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Man,
it was-
got to meet a lot of people.
met Rhett Daniels. That was cool.
Yeah, old Rut. He came over and talked to us for a while. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Been a fan of his for a long time, but
Yeah. I bought a scree jacket.
Oh, was that the one you had in Nashville?
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice
super
jacket, man.
nice.
Real
Yeah.
nice.
My wife wasn't happy, but
Yeah,
check,
you know.
check out our boys at Scree.
oh yeah.
They make quality stuff. No, man, but it was super awesome. Like, saw a lot of cool stuff.
So they literally have a fishing building, a duck hunting building,
Mm-hmm.
an
A boat
archery
building.
building,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole building for boats.
a whole building for boats, bolts,
Oh,
and the fire like a
firearms section and
outfitters.
an outfitters
Yeah.
area, like with nothing but outfitters.
And then
So,
they have one section that's just called like outdoor recreation,
outdoor
or
lifestyle. I think it
outdoor
was.
lifestyle
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
It's wild. And they had dogs there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was
Me and
cool.
Hunter, like, I always try to hit up the Zen booth,
Oh, yeah,
stack up on the Zens while I can. But we got distracted by these dogs because they were jumping up like, how tall was it? Like 7 feet?
Over 7 feet.
Yeah. And grabbing like a little piece of foam with their mouth and then jumping
Yeah.
into this big pool. It's honestly really entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Super
cool.
well behaved dogs. It was cool.
Was it a competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those dogs live for that stuff. Man.
Dogs
Oh, yeah.
is
Cool.
like that's like the
The brand
Organization.
or whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was really fun though.
But yeah,
Some cool people.
we all came back sick.
Yep.
Jerry ended up coming back with COVID.
Oh, dude. Well, the worst part about
Oh, the middle of y'all. That's
Yeah.
his week there.
it
His
was
5 days
first,
there.
Yeah, his first 2 days or something. Him and Ed were like, I just kept hearing this noise in the back in our Airbnb. And I was like, what is that? So I got up. It was like 3 a.m. And both of them are taking turns throwing up in the same toilet. It was terrible.
Jerry lost 12 pounds while he was
Yeah.
there.
Kidding.
Dude, they were
Yeah,
both
from
like
being sick.
sicker than
Yeah.
a dog. It was terrible.
Yeah,
dude.
Ed said he had a rough go with the sickness, but he didn't tell me he was throwing up.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
and
They were
then-
both thrown up.
And then Jerry came back, tested positive for COVID. So he didn't get to go to NWTF. You took a COVID test. You tested negative.
Yeah.
I came back with strep throat.
Yeah.
So like the whole NWTF, I'm trying to get over strep throat. Like
you were
I had
struggling that
yeah,
first
I had
day.
that first day. I actually left early.
And then Michael's got strep.
Michael's got strep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Michael,
man, it's-
Michael, right before we left to go set up for NWTF, I said, Chad's sick. He said, it takes a lot for me to get sick. He said, I almost never get sick. Then when he come in the other day, he sounded off. I'm like, are you sick? He said, yeah, I'm pretty sick.
Dude, he's sicker than a dog right now.
but yeah, man, it's I mean, when you come in contact with that many people,
Oh, you're
it's-
just bound to get- yeah.
bound to get something. So
Man, I couldn't imagine if they ran that in 2020. Everybody get COVID and go in there.
everybody would have COVID.
That would be wild. But then we went to NWTF.
That's right, man. We
Yeah.
came home and we got to hang out for a couple days. You
Yeah.
went straight from
Yeah,
Pennsylvania to Nashville.
You get
so
to rest for
basically-
I
for
rested
2
for about
days.
a day and a half.
yeah.
Yeah.
Day and a half, 2 days.
We had our protein powder shipment come in, so of course I came back to work for that. And
Yep.
had to get a couple things done, but
Yes, sir.
I rested up, got ready for NWTF.
So NWTF, it started on a Wednesday.
think Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday
Started
was loaded
Thursday.
in.
Oh yeah, we loaded in Wednesday. But you got back the Monday, and then we loaded in Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then the show started Thursday. So,
Yeah.
Thursday through Saturday, man, and it was, dude.
Packed.
Apparently, from what I heard, they broke the all-time attendance record by Friday evening
That's wild.
to NWTF.
Yeah,
so then
'cause,
they just had all
Because
all
Friday
of
was really
Saturday,
good
too.
for us. Like,
Thursday was okay. We did okay. Friday was killer.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And then Saturday we
Was
did a little
pretty
bit
dang
less
good. Yeah.
than Friday. But yeah, man, for a turkey show, dude, we can't ask for anything else, dude. We
Yeah.
did really good.
Plus, it's like an hour away.
Yeah, and it's a hometown show, man. And
Yeah.
it's like the funnest show we do all year.
Yeah, it's crazy how you see people that you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is funny because normally we go to the shows and we don't recognize anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, I went to high school with you. It's like, it's
Yeah.
weird to see you here.
yeah. Yeah, it's just an hour from the house. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, that one was super fun. And
Matt got to walk the entire land of Opryland just to go pick up a dolly and a.
did you walk all the way?
Yeah, I
over there?
walked to the Marshall
faster.
Yard.
It was faster for him to walk there than it
Oh, I
was
know.
to get his
Yeah, it
car.
would've been that,
Yeah, and literally crawling under gates, throwing the boxes under.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you did
The
that.
guy was
dude.
yelling at me. He was like, "You can't." I was like, "It's fine. I'm fine."
Well, dude, it was just so
I'll
funny.
be all right, man.
Because I was on the phone with Matt, and I didn't know why, but he's just like, "Oh crap!" He's like, "I'll call you back," and then he gets up to it, and he's like, "I just had to crawl under a fence." I was like, "Oh, that makes a lot more sense."
Yeah. Dang. I didn't know you
Super
walked.
fun.
I thought you
Yeah,
drove
no,
over
I
there.
walked. And then you pulled up like we just got stuff taken down, so it actually was worth it.
Yeah, it
But-
was.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been really worth it if I didn't get lucky, because the people started lining up before they were supposed to
Yeah.
to get their trucks
No,
out of the Marshall Yard.
one dude said he pulled up there like 2 hours after the show was open.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just put his car in park and turned it
Yeah, that
off
was the
and
guy that
left.
me and Wesley
yeah.
talked to.
So it turns out he's the reason everything got screwed up.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we got in the line. We were like 3 cars behind his car. And we didn't know it, but somebody else started a line. And then somebody else started the line, which was the right line. And so the 2 Marshall guards or whatever came up and was talking to everybody, trying to figure out what time everybody got there. And then basically everybody had to get in this giant like circle and then follow each other in order of what they thought people got there from.
Yeah.
But everything got screwed up because everybody started cutting each other.
Yeah.
So by the time we got in line,
it was
we
a
were
cluster.
technically like towards the back. He was telling me the middle, but I was looking at it and I was like, no, this is towards the back. And then I got up to kind of close to where the gate was, and he's like, it's your lucky day because nobody's at that dock right now. And I was like, sweet.
Yeah, man. It's a cluster over there, dude. Well, it's just like, it's hard to get around like Opryland
Yeah.
grounds anyway, because
Yeah.
there's like
Tons of mall traffic.
tons of mall traffic, tons of just like
Plus people at the hotel.
weird roads and gates you can't go
Yeah.
through. It's just like a bunch of dead ends, and yeah. So
It's funny though. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Going to Opryland and seeing their big garden inside is a lot of fun too.
yeah.
So
It's a great place to get good deals too if you're looking for them.
speaking of good deals, how about that Mr. Fox Fest?
I don't know about.
Was that a good deal?
I mean, it was
know.
a
Yeah,
good deal
for
for
the-
somebody selling
Nah,
it.
man, it's super cool. Like, there's a lot of history, obviously. You know.
Do you know the history behind it? Because I really don't get it.
Well, Fox Haas is the guy who started Mossy Oak.
Okay.
That's
way back in the
Toxie's
day.
Dad.
Yeah, I think so.
Toxie Haas's dad.
Yeah, Toxie Haas's dad. So he started Mossy Oak way back in the day. Obviously, Mossy Oak Original Bottomland's the most popular daggum camo on the face of the planet right now.
Yeah.
He's wearing one. Obviously, it's really popular. It's an awesome camo pattern too.
I love it.
Yeah.
But so Fox Haas, he started in Mossy Oak. I don't know the date he started it, but that vest is a commemorative vest because he's up there in age. He's really old. And he killed his first turkey in 1944.
And that's how many.
And that's how many numbered vests there are.
Okay. I was
20
wondering why it was that many vests.
201 through 3 something is the ones that they had at NWTF.
Well,
Well,
they
they
did
did
400 at
Yeah.
NWTF. The first
It's like 201 through whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're holding certain numbers back. But
And they auctioned one off.
yeah,
That
number
was
five.
number 5.
Which was
what
the-
did it end up going for?
That's the
31,000.
31.
Yeah, dude, nuts. But
31 grand.
it's a cool looking vest, but I mean, it's just a collector's item, really.
More
so
or less, yeah.
more or less. And if you were at NWTF and you got there in line,
It come with like limited edition Apex shells that they made for that
Yep.
run of vest.
yep,
Like custom turkey calls and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like it's
a cool,
pretty cool.
a cool like commemorative box, and yeah, it was super cool, and it's actually a really cool looking vest.
Oh, yeah.
man. Like
yeah, it
would
does look good.
Like it would be pretty awesome to have one like that. They need to make one like that. That's not commemorative, and
usable.
sell it.
Yeah.
Because I'd use the heck out of that probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave 400 away at the show, man, and
Guys
rest
camped
are
out
getting-
all
the
night.
rest
by
are-
the end
dude.
by the end of the show, there was one on eBay going for what do we look at it like $3,000?
Something crazy.
The guy who had a booth next to us, he had
Yeah.
gotten
Yeah,
two.
this is funny.
What did he end up selling it for?
So I don't think he sold it.
Oh, I thought he said he did sell one.
I thought y'all
So-
said like 500
Well,
or something. Wasn't it?
No. So he stood in line, and I'm gonna back up a little bit because this is interesting too. He stood in line, got in line Thursday at 5 a.m, and he was still towards the middle
Yeah.
of the crowd.
Yeah.
But there was people that got there around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, holding wads of cash just to get the ticket to get in line
Yeah.
to get the vest.
Yep.
And he said he watched a guy sell just the ticket, which was free. You just had to get there early enough for $800.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You still got to buy the vest.
Which
the
the
vest
vest
is-
was like 400.
I think
Look.
$450 or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like $450.
Yeah.
But I mean, good Lord.
But if you had a ticket,
were-
you're guaranteed a vest.
exactly.
No, you're not. And so they gave out
the
a
first
certain amount.
200. The first
We're
200.
guaranteed.
Were guaranteed, but they were still giving out tickets after 200. And so they didn't give out a lot, but there was he was telling me that there was like 2 or 3 guys that were like number 401 and 402 and 403 that stood in line
Oh, I bet
and wasn't
they were
able to
mad.
get it. Oh yeah, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys got there at like freaking 5 in
Why'd
the
you
morning.
give me a ticket if I'm not going to be able to get
Well,
one?
that's
right?
kind of what
Like,
I was getting at.
But they were selling just the tickets for like $600 to $800. Then you got to buy the vest. But he bought 2. I
Yeah.
think he was keeping one and
Yeah.
then selling the other.
Yeah.
But he was gonna sell just that one vest at the show for $2,000.
He ended
Yeah.
up getting 2,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the last day, somebody gave him 2,200.
No, Nick from Talk About It Outdoors,
They got one, didn't they?
they got 2 of them. Nick's keeping one, and then Nick went around and got like all the big names in turkey hunting, like
Kind of sign it.
the old heads to sign it. And then they were going to, I don't know if they were going to auction it
Yeah.
off or just sell it, but they were going to donate it back to NWTF.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
It's pretty wild, dude.
Yeah. Do they do it every year?
No.
No,
This is the only year they've done
50th
it.
year anniversary is probably the biggest reason they done it.
Yeah.
yeah, which is why there were so many people there that year. Did you go last year?
No, I didn't go.
That's the first time you ever
Yeah.
been, right?
Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah.
think?
It was an awesome show.
It's a good show.
I heard
yeah.
turkey calling in my sleep for 2 days.
For 2 days after me too, bro.
Just like laying there.
always.
As much as it is, obviously it is a turkey show. It is branching out a little bit, and
No, it definitely is.
there's a lot of duck stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some deer stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
The worst part.
It's a hunting show, but I mean, it is
Yeah.
put on by National Wild Turkey Federation, so it's predominantly turkey
and it's
stuff.
very well organized too.
Very well organized.
Aside from the race to get in and get out.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like Opryland Hotel is a really cool venue, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like
Yeah,
if
it
you've
is.
never been to Opryland Hotel, like you go in and there's like a
You can stay like literally at the front door of the
yeah,
convention.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But you walk into the building and there's a huge like, what do they call it?
I guess it's just like
It's
a
an indoor moat.
Atrium, like a planetarium
Biodome
or
or
something.
something.
Yeah.
But
That's basically what it is. I mean, it's all real stuff, which is cool.
it's like a greenhouse avatar, Pandora.
Yeah.
With a river running
redneck.
through it. No, it's super cool, man, because the ceiling is like a big greenhouse and like bunch of plants and flowers, and then
Got food.
they got a river running through the
Yeah.
middle of it that does a big circle, and
They got catfish.
and bluegill inside the river, and it's like it's super cool.
It is a good show.
and a water park,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
got
do.
a water park, sound waves.
indoor water park.
Yeah, I've never been to.
It
I wanna
is
check
hit that up?
No.
pretty darn
Is
expensive.
it?
I've taken my kids there a couple years ago. It's pretty high.
Gosh,
So it's an add-on. Like if you stay at the Gaylord, it is an add-on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
bring your wife and kids, let them go to the water park, and you come over to
The cruiser booth and hang out.
the show for the day, and
Yeah,
yeah, man.
that's
It's
a
a good
good time though. Bo, what's his last name? That turkey caller.
Oh yeah.
Bo Brooks. Yeah, Bo
Yeah,
Brooks.
Bo Brooks.
Wow.
Golly, that
Dude
dude can
can
call.
Wow.
Dude can call, man.
That
Did
was
you
impressive.
hear him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came by the booth, man, and he had just a handful of mouth calls, and what'd he do? He did
He did a
a goose
Turkey,
call,
a
he did a
goose,
turkey call, he did
Elk.
elk
elk,
bugle,
he did a coyote.
all sorts of, all with a turkey call, mouth
Yeah.
call.
Because
That's
somebody asked
insane.
him to do a coyote, and he was like, "I don't have one. Hold on a second, I can make one." And he like started chewing the latex off this call and like
Made a
one.
turkey or made a coyote call. Yeah,
It's insane, dude.
Like that dude.
we got a reel on Instagram of him doing the coyote.
That
call,
dude is
so.
man. He's talented.
Dude, he's very talented. I'll never be able to do that.
Like he's more turkey than a turkey.
That's funny,
They ain't got no chance if he's in the woods.
Nah, I mean really.
Yeah,
dude. I mean,
pretty
he's,
wild.
dude, he's pretty dang good at it. And then he took a duck call too, made it sound like a goose call, which
yeah,
is
regular
insane
duck
too.
call, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good time. The best part about it all is that leads us to the next part of season, which is turkey season.
Yes, sir.
And I have yet to kill a turkey yet, so I'm hoping that this is going to be the first year that it happens.
Matt hasn't either.
Yeah. Never.
Well,
Never
me,
even been.
me and Hunter will both agree it's our favorite season of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's so fun. Nothing like getting out on a spring morning. Freaking the woods come to life. You get turkeys gobbling on the roost, man. Then just chase them down,
Yeah.
shoot them in the face.
Here, I got a question about it.
Super fun.
I hate snakes. I
I
absolutely hate them. Have you experienced
I hate 'em.
snakes during turkey season?
I don't hate snakes. They don't bother me.
I don't like
Poisonous snakes, yeah, I'm a little weary of those, but like I hardly ever see snakes out
I don't
when
either.
I'm
Okay.
turkey hunting.
ticks are more is what
Ticks
I
are
have run in.
ticks are the big deal.
Yeah.
I
So-
sat in a freaking nest of like little seed ticks
Yes,
last
sir.
year.
I've done the same thing, dude.
What's the most that you've gotten off of you?
Oh, dude, like my arms, like I was just like raking them off.
Yeah.
You know, I ran through some, and they were like I had one on my skin. and I
You
was
don't
like,
you don't realize you're covered in them until like you're covered in them.
yeah. They're so little, dude. I mean, they're like they call them seed ticks. Like you see that speck right there? That's about how big they are,
Or
Yeah.
smaller.
or smaller.
Yeah. I got to eat up
And
with
they're
a
like
hiking one
flat.
time,
Yeah.
and it was nuts.
Like you gotta like rake them off.
Dude,
with like
the
a knife.
best way. All right, I figured out the best way to get those stupid things off of you.
gasoline bath.
Lint, a lint
match.
roller, a lint roller,
Okay.
a lint roller works amazing.
It'll pull
'cause
them out.
It doesn't pull them off
No,
your skin, but
yeah.
they're most of the time they're just on your clothes
Yeah.
because they're so small. It's real hard for them to get into your skin.
There
But
are
you-
the big ones though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big ones
Oh,
obviously.
they
you
freak
gotta-
me out because you could like. Ugh.
Oh, dude, that's a funny story, man. My son had one on his like rib cage one time. He's like scratching. He looks down, and then he like starts screaming. And I go in there. And he's like, "What is this in my side?" And it's dude. I like do
already
this,
stuck
and it
to him.
starts moving. Dude, he screams bloody murder and is freaking out. He's like, "It's alive! It's alive!" And like starts crying, man. Finally, we get it out of him, and I'm like, "Dude, calm down. You're gonna be okay."
Oh, dude. When I was lit, oh man,
Yeah.
I've had them literally everywhere, and it's
What's the biggest tick you've ever pulled out of your skin?
oh, I don't even know.
Just a normal size. I mean, they don't get.
Nah,
but I've
man.
had one engorged that was like
yeah,
with blood.
Yeah. I hate them.
What's the weirdest place you pulled one off of you?
Oh, you know exactly where.
I've had them on sack and everything.
I had one on the side of the dong one time, and it was.
But
If you hunt,
oh my gosh!
if you hunt long enough, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, man.
That's funny, dude.
Nah, but so
Chiggers too.
oh,
my.
dude, that's the.
They're worse than ticks.
They are.
The
That's
worst.
the gift that keeps giving.
The worst time I get those is during velvet.
Oh, well,
Walking through the bean
turkey
fields.
season's like hunting
Turkey
velvet.
season's the beginning of, summer.
Is it worse?
Velvet's
Heck
the
yeah,
end of
because they're
summer.
like pumped because they just got done sleeping
hell
all
yeah.
winter.
Yeah, they just crawled out of the ground, bro. They're ready to eat.
Gosh.
You know?
Dude, if I get them, I go get a steroid shot immediately. Have you ever
Do
done
you?
that with chiggers?
No.
Yeah.
I've never done it with chiggers.
Just so you
Oh.
don't itch.
Yeah. It like
gonna
shuts
start doing
the
that.
I use fingernail
histamine
polish.
response down. And
Really?
Yeah.
I want to start
Crazy.
steroids anyway, so that's a
No,
good reason.
not
Different type
kind.
of thing.
Yeah.
No, permethrin, dude.
That works
That
good.
stuff works amazing for ticks. Like
Okay.
What about chigs?
it works okay for chiggers too. You're still gonna get chiggers, but you're not gonna get them like you normally would without it.
I mean, I want to take an angle grinder and
suck,
just like scrape my skin.
Yeah, just dig them out. But
I usually just burn them off.
permethrin is a game changer for ticks, dude.
You can put
The last 2 years, I've been spraying my clothes with it during turkey season. Haven't had a tick on me one.
Is scent a big issue with turkey hunting?
it's not an issue.
Yeah, it is. They can. No, I'm just kidding.
I was getting really confused. I was looking at Chad like,
No.
what kind of turkeys are you hunting, bro?
Dude, if scent was a big deal with
You
turkeys,
would never
no
kill
one
them.
would ever kill one.
Because they can
They're
see.
just that
Dude.
smart.
No, they're
dude,
not
they can
smart.
just see so good, man.
They got a will to live, and it's like they can see really well.
So I'll tell you, the first time I took at my old job, I took my boss. He'd been turkey hunting, but he never killed a turkey. We go there, we hear him, we walk up, we sit down because we're getting close. Like this bird comes off this little ridge, and we're sitting there waiting on him. Neither one of us moved, but man, they know their surroundings so good. Like he knew something was up.
Yeah,
Like we weren't in the best cover, but we were covered pretty decent.
yeah.
Dude, we never moved. This turkey started putting. Gone.
So
Dang.
I'll tell you this: like one time, one morning, I hunted the same field like 2 or 3 times in a row, because that's where the turkeys wanted to strut and
Show off.
scratch and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I set up one morning. One day it was going to be really sunny, and I sat up on the edge of the field in a corner leaned up right against a dead tree, and the sun came up behind me, so I'm in the shadows and perfectly hidden. That morning I missed a turkey twice. Come to find out, my 410, the red dot was off. It was shooting 6 inches high.
Dang.
So missed
I've
the
missed a bunch, bro.
Missed it at like 20 yards twice, and he took off. Well, I went back 2 days later and hunted. It was cloudy. They flew into the field and started walking toward me. Immediately saw me and scooted out of there because it's cloudy. Like they can see, they saw me.
Yeah.
But like when it was sunny, the shadow was casted over from the trees, and like they couldn't see me. Also, they're looking into the sun. So, man, they could see really well. But there's stuff
Like
that you can use to your advantage, like especially a sunny day like that.
Yeah, hanging around in the shadows.
Get in the shade and in the shadows, dude.
But
It's real good.
it sucks because like if they already know something's up and then they catch you like move just a little
Barely.
bit,
Dude, you blink your eye,
alert,
bro.
super high alert, and then it is like I ain't gonna say it's game over, but
Yeah,
it's
pretty much.
It's
You
pretty much-
if they're in range, you better shoot.
because if they start,
Yeah, game over.
That's hey, I see you there.
So the Element guys came and hunted. Element and Mitchell Johnson, they came and hunted. And
Last year.
Yeah, last year. And we were on this farm, that farm I got where we tracked that doe.
Yeah.
So we were out there turkey hunting and struck up some birds. Struck up one bird. He was gobbling. And Mitchell's calling. He's like, he's coming, boys. So Mitchell set up a couple of decoys. We all set up along this gravel logging road. And sure enough, the turkey comes up. I'm sitting like the furthest back from where the turkey's coming from. Mitchell's to my left. And the 3 Element guys are up kind of in front of me, like, staggered.
Yeah.
The camera guys closest to me, and then Tyler and KC are right in front of them, right in front of the camera guy. That turkey comes across the road, sees the decoys, gets wigged out, and goes down off over this little hill. And then we hear more gobbling, and there's 3 more toms that come from right to left, and they chase that tom off, and then they come up to our left and come all the way around behind us. And, dude, I had turkeys gobbling like 5 yards behind me.
What the heck?
Yeah, dude. It's like the shockwave from their gobble.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I could feel the hair on the back of my neck just like fluttering from their shockwave. And it was the craziest feeling ever. But they come around sideways. Dude, they're at like 15 yards. Sure enough, like one of these guys is going to kill a turkey. Well, they're such new turkey hunters. And
They're Texas boys.
Eric was filming. I don't know if he had ever turkey hunted at that point. But he's got the camera. And he goes like this. He goes like, moves 2 inches to hit record. Those turkeys start busted him, started putting. Game over.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, dude.
Didn't he end up killing one out of the air that day?
KC killed one the day after that out of the air. Yeah.
That's insane.
Or no, it might have been that evening. Yeah, it was that evening because Mitchell was only in town for a day. So
it just started flying and he just took it out.
Well, what happened was we go to this other farm maybe 45 minutes away.
Struck up another
bird, but this bird was 600-700 yards away on a different property.
Still hot though.
And dude, like steep hollers like in between us. And we get out on the road and we start walking toward where he's at. This property's 230 acres, but like there's only a couple spots between these daggum steep hollers that you can hunt these birds. Well, we get on the road and Mitchell's like, this dude's coming, man. So we hop off the road and we get in this like right on the top of this little logging road and off the edge of that logging road. You can see it in the video. It's straight down. It's super steep. Well, Mitchell's like, y'all crawl down there. And they crawled down onto the logging road and crawl up to this berm. As soon as they get to this little berm where it's
like a little ledge.
The bulldozer cutting the road out, pushed up like a mound of dirt. As soon as they get to that mound of dirt, we're standing behind a huge oak tree. And Mitchell's like, stand up and shoot him. And Tyler on camera, you can hear him say, I think he said stand up and shoot him. And then KC stands up, man, and that turkey just is 5 yards away from him, takes off flying because it gets spooked, and KC shoots it out of the air.
What the heck?
Like literally like the duck hunter game back on regular Nintendo. That's what it looked like, man. Holy. It was crazy. But that tom ended up being massive. Like 25-pound bird probably. It was huge. Like a 11-inch beard. 12-inch beard.
He's a stud.
Stud, man. He was an old bird. But earlier in the week, we spooked that bird. Because we had him gobbling in the same place he was gobbling that day that he died, like 4 days before that, and we had come around and we're trying to get on him. Well, we're crawling up this little hill, and I was calling, but novice turkey hunter mistake. We should have stopped because he stopped gobbling. He was coming, and we just kind of met him, and Tyler was like, oh, there he is. And then by the time we saw him, it was too late. He saw us.
You just tell you.
But like 4 days later, that they ended up getting him. But yeah, and also Mitchell's like a 6-time Grand National champion.
Yeah, he talks turkey too.
He's pretty much turkey in his blood. So I can't call like that.
So like as far as like same thing, you're getting up in the mornings super early, getting in the woods.
Yeah, the thing is you're walking around a lot. You're being more vocal. You don't have to worry about noise quite as much. You don't have to worry about smelling good, like controlling your scent or worrying about the wind.
Okay. I'm new to this, so I'm just genuinely curious.
Dude. Oh
Yeah,
gosh, you're
too.
gonna be hooked.
So
you're all gonna be hooked.
Say I just go to, I'm wanting to go to Alabama Public or Tennessee Public or wherever.
Yes.
What am I looking for?
You're gonna want to look for like
Scratching.
But you're gonna want to look on terrain. As far as terrain goes, turkeys like to roost off the ends of ridges, overlooking drainages. Like they'll they want something to where when they fly up, they don't have to fly like straight up. They can fly kind of off the ridge to land in the tree.
The great thing about turkeys is you can locate them. So I mean,
yeah. So locate.
You can go in the evening time and roost them.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus a deer,
and they'll stay there all night.
When you say roost them, like you're walking around, or you find where they're roosted.
You can walk around and physically see them, or you can tell.
You can get them to gobble on the roost.
Or gobbling on the roost.
So what you want to do?
You want them to in the evenings? You want them to gobble?
Because the next morning you go set up, you know exactly where they're at.
Yeah,
yeah. That's the best way to kill a turkey is roost them in the evening time. Wake up early before daylight. Sneak in.
In that case,
set up.
You got to be there before daylight.
yeah,
yeah. And then they usually pitch off, and you can get them struck. I mean, you can strike them up on the limb like first thing, like when daylight starts to crack. You can either throw out an owl hoot. That's my favorite way
just
to locate
double
him.
check. Yep, he's still there.
Yeah, and he'll gobble on the roost, and you can be like, "Oh, he's still there." Yes, because sometimes they'll get flushed out by a freaking owl. An owl will kill a turkey.
really.
Yeah, but
Rain, wind,
that could push them off that roosting spot. But yeah, best thing to do at night, dusk, right before that last 30 minutes of light, get out, hit coyote call, hit a owl hoot. You can, if it's in season, you can hit a turkey call and get them gobbling on the roost.
Some guys say a goose call too.
Well, I mean, anything at that frequency, there's like a frequency of pitch, like
They're going to shock gobble.
it's going to shock gobble. A crow call will get them gobbling. But that's how you locate them, man. Go out, roost a bird, and get your map out and be like.
That's the best way to find turkeys is physically hear them.
Yeah.
So if you go out on public, you'd be like, well, there's a creek bottom here, bunch of ridges coming off of it. That's a good place to start because during the morning they're usually either going to hang up on the ridge tops or go down in the bottom and do some scratching and stuff like that. But they
got to be there.
Yeah,
it's just like deer hunting.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to hunt because you think, you want the deer to be there, but there's actually no deer there. You're like, the landscape
terrain looks perfect for deer, but there's no deer sign.
They got to be there. And the glorious thing about turkey hunting is
they leave a lot of sign in the woods.
They leave a lot of sign, but you can physically hear them from far.
Yeah, exactly. So
even hens clucking, because they'll cluck when they go up to roost, and then they'll cackle talking to each other, kind of, getting a beacon on where everybody's roosting or whatever.
They're very vocal birds.
Very vocal birds.
So say I shot gobble. They're on the roost. How close can I get to that roosting tree? To pinpoint.
Less than 100.
Unless
you go in there.
Yeah.
You want to be about 60 yards off.
Okay.
But
no light, no nothing.
No light, no. I mean, you got to sneak in there.
So then you do really want to be quiet.
Yeah, you want to be quiet. You want to go in without a light. You want to, sometimes you can get back 100 yards and still be in the game. But most of the time you want to be anywhere between 60 and 100, in my opinion.
Yeah, because when if they're going to be hard to work, then you got to strike a conversation up pretty quick.
Well, the thing is you got to get inside their bubble.
You just got to create scenarios
in
their head.
Yeah. If they're henned up, dude, it's so hard to kill
It's
a
a lot
bird.
harder.
But if you get inside their bubble and you
Then you can start talking with their hens,
yeah. And usually they're the ones that get the toms killed because they'll come in,
You know how women are.
investigating it, and then the tom will come in, and if you can fool the hens, and
because sometimes it could play against you, and the hens will take them the other way.
yeah,
Yeah.
In that case, it's like,
but also,
on to
dude,
the next.
listen, the thing that kills turkeys more than anything else in the woods is patience.
Amen.
Yeah, buddy. You cannot hurry up in the turkey woods. You get one gobbling, he knows where you're at.
So you might as well stay there for real.
Stay there, because there's been times where I'll sit for 30 minutes and be like, gosh, this turkey's not coming.
You go make a big
And then
loop.
I make a big loop. And I hit the call again, and that turkey's gobbling where I was sitting. So,
And if you would have sat there for 30 to 40 more minutes, you'd have killed that bird.
yeah.
It's hard to do.
Well, not
though.
even that long. I mean, 10 more minutes, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20 more minutes. And you
sometimes
kill
they
it.
can, it's a game of like, you just got to wait them out. And
Yeah.
sometimes they come in like, they might gobble one
Immediately.
time and they just come in like, you feel like they took a step once every 15 minutes because they come in so slow.
Well, but sometimes they come in fast on a rope, dude. Like that one up on the wall. I was telling you that story. So I set up on a fence row, and I'm set up facing the east. So like when the sun came up, the sun's hitting me right in the face, and I can see off in the distance turkeys in the field, and they got to make a big horseshoe to come around a draw, like a thick draw. And I was like, this ain't gonna work.
Gotta
'cause
make a move.
The sun is hitting me right in the face. They're gonna see me. So like there's a little rise in between us. So I just like duck down, crawl out there, grab my hand decoy, crawl up to the rise. And as soon as I got over the rise to where I could see him in the field, I just stuck my hand decoy right there on that mound, crawled back to the fence row, yelped twice, and here comes the toms on a frozen rope, dude, gobbling their heads off. And like shot one within 5 minutes of moving, So
It's so different than deer hunting.
it's crazy, but I mean, little moves like that, and it makes a huge difference.
So you get in the mornings.
But I've also spooked so many daggum turkeys, like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You get it in the mornings. First thing you're doing is calling, figuring out where the birds are at.
If you don't know where they're already at.
Yeah, if you haven't
Or sometimes
roosted
you
them,
can just sit down and listen. And
Yeah.
you can sneak to them.
yeah. If you haven't roosted them, if you're going to a new spot, or if you go to a spot that you know really well,
But
like
you know there's birds there.
yeah, I have up on my lease, they roost in a couple different spots. So what I'll do is I'll pull up, park by the gate, walk in. As soon as I get on top of the hill, I'll throw out an owl hoot and see which draw they're roosting in. And then I go to there. And then sometimes I'll just they won't talk, so I'll just go sit in the middle of the property and just wait and listen for a couple hours in the morning. And then, by the time, midday rolls around, mid-morning rolls around,
You're in a good position to make a move.
you're in a really good position to
Okay.
make a move, and you just, I'll throw out an owl hoot, or I'll strike a crow call, or throw some yelps, and one of them will mess up, and then you can just be like, here he is. I usually make a big circle around him if I can, and
Okay.
I'm a big believer in less is more as far as calling.
Yeah.
oh,
Like,
absolutely,
my dad's always
100%.
Just cheaping on it.
Well, no, I'm talking about calling.
Yeah.
Like you call as least as you possibly
yeah.
can. Because I've been with some buddies, and man, they're just like every 5
every
minutes
5
they're
minutes,
calling.
yeah.
I mean, they kill birds every now and again, but if you get on a bird that's
Smart. That's
seen
call
a thing or
shy,
two or
yeah.
something like that, it's hard to kill them.
yeah, it is.
That's interesting. So when turkeys get henned up, is that depending on the time of day, depending on the time of year? How exactly does that
turkeys?
It is a time of day thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
usually it is.
And it is a time of year thing too.
Like most of the here's what I've experienced in the woods. I've only been turkey hunting 4 or 5 years now. So I'm not like an
pro.
expert. I'm not an expert at turkey hunting. I just know what I've
seen. You got
seen.
your AM card, but
I know what I've seen. I've killed a few turkeys now, but turkeys roost in trees.
Yeah,
they usually like to roost around one another. Like hens will roost together, usually within a certain little block of timber, and then toms sometimes will roost a little bit off from the hens. And then in the morning time, they all fly off the roost and go about their routine. Their whole thing is to eat and try to stay alive, right? Just like anything else that lives in the woods. So they're scratching. During the springtime, it's mating time. So these toms are pestering the hens and trying to get henned up to breed the hens. Well, a tom will, like if they're henned up, they're going to breed the hens, and then the hens are going to go on doing their thing.
Then they're about laying at that point.
And then they're going to be either like the toms are going to lose the hens. They're going to be, the hens are going to wander off and do their own thing.
They'll go nest.
They'll go to nest. And then
the toms
get real vulnerable at that point because they're lonely. They don't have hens, but they still got that, thing going on in their head where they want to breed.
Still a little horny.
Yeah, exactly. And you can really kill one.
That's the thing about turkey season compared to deer season, in my opinion. The longer turkey season goes on, the better it gets. Because when them hens start to go laying, that's when that afternoon becomes really good.
If you can get a tom gobbling in the afternoon, dude,
there's a pretty good chance.
There's no reason you shouldn't be able to kill that turkey.
Okay.
Because
if you can beat darkness,
they come in. They will usually come in, and because they don't have any hens at that point, and they hear a hen that's calling to them. They're like, "Oh, who's that?"
So a hen that's already been bred, their whole thing is when they come off the roost, they're going to go pick and eat, and once they picked around and eat and get full,
they're going to go to nest.
They're going to go to nest around noonish lunch.
Okay.
So they're not doing any calling. So if you get a bird, if you can do some calling in the afternoon and get one striked up gobbling, he's like, "Oh, there's a hen that hasn't been bred. She's not on the nest."
Yeah.
Boom. You can go and usually kill that turkey.
But it's not,
it's still hard, dude. It's so hard. Turkey hunting is a challenge.
He said it's crazy that 9 times out of 10, a creature with a brain the size of a hickory nut wins.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. It's interesting.
But they can see so freaking good. It's crazy. Because if they
So tell me what that is.
Well,
I know it's a pot call.
Yeah.
But
so one of our interns, Jace, turned this, and he wants to give it away to one of our listeners. It's a pretty good sounding pot call. I'm not the best turkey caller, but it's glass over slate, spalted maple.
It's a pretty call.
It sounds really good, and we're gonna give this thing away, man. So if you listen to this podcast, what we want you to do to get a chance at winning this thing is go to our YouTube channel. As soon as we post this video, comment on it, and if you're subscribed, next week we are going to give this thing away to one of you guys. So
let me see this real quick. All right.
Uh-oh.
Go on with it. You're braver than me. I wasn't going to touch it.
Shut.
Hold on. I did it better.
It's a little fast.
It's not bad.
Okay, so tell me what that is.
That's a hen yelp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got a purr. Right?
Yeah. That's a purr.
That's kind of a comfortable feeding type.
Yeah. That's a feeding type sound. then that yelp that you do, or that cut, they call it.
Cut?
Yeah, cutting. That's cutting. So
Okay.
That's when they're just talking to.
they're excited. It's usually like, hey, it's exciting over
I'm
here.
over
like,
here, or where are you at, or
Check out this TikTok.
which, well,
Okay.
that's,
So that's like, come look at me.
yeah.
and you
So I'm
ain't
not the
got-
best
I mean, you
turkey
don't have
caller,
to
but-
be a professional turkey caller to
See,
kill a
that's
turkey.
that's the interesting thing about it, because everybody I've talked to, like with
Less
doing
is more,
duck,
though. Less
with,
is more,
with
though.
duck hunting, or with like even doing a grunt call, people are like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And with turkey, it's like,
Well, they're-
I'll make a sound, and they're like, you could kill something with that.
I mean, there is don't do that, but
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
is.
it's
like with duck hunting, it's like if it doesn't sound right, don't do it.
It's hard to blow a duck call.
It is hard. It is very hard. But like even with a pot call, or even with a mouth call, like you guys have I've asked you, like, does that sound right? You're like, yeah, it sounds good enough.
but the calling paired with what
Well,
you
listen,
do.
most turkeys that die, most toms that die are like 2-year-olds.
Okay.
So they're kind of
Dumb.
dumb.
Okay.
If you kill an old bird,
You got to know what you're doing.
You got to kind of put your.
you got to be decent, or you got to be in the right situation.
At the right time.
Sometimes, so it's hard to kill an older bird that's like seasoned.
It's just different, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
It
Like
is
I got
interesting.
that turkey upstairs, dude. He's an old bird. He was double bearded, had a little over an inch and an A spurs. That was a good turkey.
Dang.
And I was just in the right situation at the right time, and I got lucky and I killed him.
Dang.
So
Dude,
What-
I'm excited. I want to do it, man.
What-
Dude, I know.
that's
Dude,
so
my heart's
fun.
already
Oh,
beating,
man.
man.
What are you gonna pack?
Like,
shotgun. Was.
Yeah.
Oh, shotgun?
weaponry.
all right, so I only have one shotgun, and I'm just going to try to do it with that gun, but it's a Stoeger P3000.
Oh yeah, that'll get the job done.
It's a 12 gauge.
yeah.
But I got a
What?
modified choke, so I got to change that.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
get it.
you're going to have to get you a turkey choke.
So the
for
buzz
sure.
So that's
around
a
the
full
show
choke.
was 28 gauge. Like everybody kept talking about that I kept.
Well,
Is it just like a
it's in
trend right now?
Yeah, it's just because people are coming out with 28 gauge shotguns for turkey hunting.
Yeah.
And they're starting to create shells for 28 gauges. So, like, the sub gauge has been the thing.
410 has been
Yeah, the
like the last
410
2 years has been.
The last couple years has been the buzz. Like,
Yeah.
you got to shoot a 410. Like, check out all these 410 turkey guns that are coming
and
out.
they've innovated
And, dude,
shells.
they
Yeah,
work.
that's what I was going to ask. Like,
They kill.
The
I've killed a
last-
couple turkeys
The last
with a 410.
2 turkeys I've killed was with the 410.
Me
Really?
too. Me too.
And I mean, I'm not talking like just killed them. I'm freaking.
I mean, stone dead, son.
yeah.
What are you running for a
Dirt
410?
nap 301 Stevens 410, the single shot. I got a red dot on it, and I'm telling you, 45
45 and
ish,
in is
maybe a yard or two. 45 to 50s
pushing
pushing
it. Yeah, but
pushing it like
Now, if
but
I'm
45 and in.
Well,
Dude, they're going
They
to
don't
sleep.
stand a
Let me
chance,
ask you
yeah.
this:
Going to sleep.
I'm running to 12 gauge. I'm shooting TSS. What can I shoot out to?
I wouldn't shoot past 60.
But I can get up to 60
I'd say
pretty
yeah,
much,
60, 70 ish.
because I feel like that's
70,
far.
70's
70's
pushing it.
but
It's
you
doable.
said
This is pretty far, man. I don't even.
60's pretty far.
You got to pattern your gun.
Got to pattern your gun, but you could easily kill a turkey at 60
I'm going to
yards
tell
with a
you
12
that you'll
gauge and
probably,
TSS.
I ain't going to say never, but I've never thought about shooting a turkey at 60 yards.
See, I'd be
Me
afraid to.
neither.
Like
Yeah.
Be afraid
40s
to.
like tops.
Yeah.
Because I've,
Most of the time, they're right in your face.
Yeah.
They're coming in, you're killing them within 20 yards.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So, like, let's say I got one 10, 15 yards. Does TSS really matter?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I'm just trying to get away from spending $50 for 5 shells.
Yeah, no. Hey, man, go get you some long beards or some
double X.
double X's.
Okay.
Bro, I killed the first 3 turkeys I killed.
There's been more turkeys die with those shells than there ever has with TSS.
Or
at this
nitro
point.
turkeys. Remington
Okay.
nitro turkey. Is it Remington?
Yeah.
Makes nitro? Yeah.
Yeah, Remington makes nitro.
Yeah, dude. Those shells in a 12 gauge, all you need.
Okay.
TSS, if you're going to shoot a sub gauge, you're going to want TSS.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Which the 410 is the smallest that's out
Get
right now
TSS.
for shooting turkeys. You want TSS.
That makes turkey hunting with a 410 possible.
Right.
But
me.
that 28 gauge that people are raving about it is because that is the gauge that's in between the 410 and the 20. And then
So
the
it's a little bit
28's in the
bigger.
middle. So it's a little bit smaller than a 20, but a little bit bigger than a 410. And they're super lightweight, no recoil. And with TSS,
Yeah. Jam up.
you can
And
flat
they're
out
cheap
kill them.
too. That 301
Yeah.
Stevens that I bought it 2 years ago, $182.
Yeah.
For the
tax and all.
410, yeah.
For the 410.
Yeah, but it's a single shot. So, I mean, which is most
More
times
than
all you
likely,
need.
if you do a follow up shot, you're just educating.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it out of anger.
But I'm using the Mossberg 500 pump 410.
Okay.
It's a freaking sweet gun.
If you shoot them and pattern them and you're comfortable, they're deadly.
Yeah, dude. Make sure your red dot's on though, because I missed one twice.
I
at
killed a
20 yards last
I killed a bird with a 410, a New England Firearms 410 with a full barrel. Like it didn't even have a screw head
No
choke.
chokes, yeah.
And I mean, 35 yards, it freaking not.
Smashed him, yeah.
Oh, smash.
Yeah. It's awesome.
That's interesting, man. I feel like I've learned a lot this podcast.
Oh,
I can't wait to try. My old man thought turkey hunting was the dumbest thing in the world.
oh,
I don't know, and now I want to be like, did you ever go? Because the way y'all,
that sounds like he did not go. Because it is fun.
yeah, I was telling somebody at the show, it was like, there's just not enough meat on that bird for me to spend all that time.
oh,
Like,
they're good to eat.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, man. It's it is, in my opinion, the best meat that comes out of the woods.
Really?
Yo, dude. Ain't nothing tastes better than a
Yeah.
I
wild
know
turkey
you've ever had
breast,
possum
dude.
before.
You ain't ever had possum.
I take
Shut
it-
up.
Got to feed them peaches for
I
you.
take
You
it
know?
and chunk it up and put like some, soak it in some marinade, wrap it in bacon, like put a little brown sugar and put it on the grill or something.
Dadgum, that sounds good.
Oh, dude, it's good.
The best way to eat turkey breast, in my opinion, is chicken fry it, dude.
Oh,
Bread it, throw
Just
it in
like
some
you do
hot
chicken.
oil.
just like you do chicken.
So is
Make you some
wild
turkey
turkey
nuggets.
is wild turkey more of a dark meat than more of a
No,
white
it's
meat?
white, bro.
It is very
The
white.
breast.
Very white. The breasts are very white meat. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if there's a difference between like
And they are better than farm raised turkeys, in my opinion. A lot of people will tell you right the opposite.
do you feel
Yeah.
like there's a gamey taste to it
No.
at all?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Like not even a little bit.
Not in my opinion.
I don't mind gaminess. I'm just curious.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
like it.
So I love
I
it.
mean,
It makes me feel like I killed it.
yeah. I don't, dude. I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a.
Yeah.
That's why you need to make sure your gun's on so you don't get shot all in the breast or
Yeah.
shoot their beard off, dude. I've done that 2 or 3 birds.
That sucks. I mean, you're pulling it off most of the time
I
anyway.
killed
but-
one bird, dude. Good bird. Dude, I got to him. He had like 2 strands left on his beard.
Dang.
Freaking blew it off.
Have you ever killed a double bearded bird or anything like that?
I got one mounted that's got 3.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
That's cool.
Was it Rick? Rick killed one that had like
I think 11.
11 beards on
Yeah.
it one year.
That story's rough.
Yeah.
We need to get him back on here because I don't think I should tell it. I think
No.
he should.
Yeah, let's get him back on the podcast, Talk Turkey, because that's his Instagram handle.
Yeah.
Tennessee Turkey. Was it Tennessee Turkey Hunter?
Yeah.
Tennessee Turkey Man. Tennessee
TN Turkey Hunter.
TN Turkey Hunter.
We're going to break these boys in, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd like to kill one. I'd like for us to get it on video
He
too.
said, "I
That'd be a
like
good video. Dude, you know what'd be awesome, Matt?
What?
We both kill one on the same day.
Oh, if y'all double, it's like,
That sounds dirty.
it is fun.
Just a bird thrown over the shoulder, walking.
Yeah, both
man,
of us.
it's good.
That is a
man.
good feeling.
It
Walking
is
in the
good.
sunset,
Yeah.
whole 9 yards, man. That'd be
Before
a good
I got
video.
a turkey toad, I always used to throw them over my shoulder like that. I don't know if you ever done, but the beak like stabbing you in the dang.
Well, that or
But the whole
that,
time.
depending on how you kill them, the whole back of your legs covered in blood.
Oh, I like it. But their beak, dude, is sharp as. Like you'll be running, you'll be like, oh gosh,
Sharp as a tack, man.
dude,
Yeah.
that's sharp, bro.
So you get back to the house, eat a turkey leg like I'm at Disney World.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Just like I got back from Dollywood, bro.
Yeah, them turkey legs are good in the crock pot, man. But most of the time, people don't take the turkey legs. But if you slow cook them in a crock pot, dude.
I'd like to like skin a whole one so we can like deep fry him or smoke him.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
Bobby was
That'd
talking
be
about
cool.
that yesterday.
Yeah, that's
was it
cool.
yesterday or day before? I don't know, but
Deep fry, a wild.
I've
Sounds
never
pretty
had a
good,
deep fried
huh?
turkey.
Let's get on it.
Have you ever had a fried turkey?
Yeah. Like a Thanksgiving.
Everybody
like a store
says
oh,
bought.
they're
it's
the best,
wonderful.
dude.
Oh, dude.
The
Yeah.
horror stories are hilarious. So
All of them.
I
those
think
are one of my
blowing up
favorite
and
things to
stuff.
do.
America's about
Watch those
learning how to
videos.
fry turkeys at this point. My buddy like swears he's like, dude,
That you won't eat a regular.
if you get
any other way.
a person that knows how to fry one, you'll never.
Yeah.
like
So
it.
is it just super juicy and?
That's what they.
Yes.
That's what he
Super
says.
juicy, flavorful. Like,
Because that's the
dude,
thing I
oh
don't
my
like
goodness.
about turkeys.
Super
Most
dry.
of the time I eat it, it's so dry.
Yeah.
Because you've been eating that deli turkey, boy.
No, that
Pumped
stuff's
full
like.
of roids and
Hormones.
Yeah, but that's my
hormones,
favorite part
estrogen.
about the deli turkey because that's it's still got a little bit of roids in it. And you can get a little bit.
Man. No,
There is a
it's-
lot of estrogen in turkey. Isn't
Yeah,
there?
it's going to be a good season, man. I've got a property that's loaded down with turkeys right now.
yeah.
Hunter
We're gonna-
drives by it every morning. He's like, turkeys were out there again this morning.
Dang.
Plus we got
40 or 50 of them.
We got a couple boats too, so we're
Gotta hit some public.
yeah. So I mean,
Got to hit the
you
public.
got
man.
infinite amounts of public.
Well, let's go ahead and do this, Matt.
Yep.
When are you available? I'm gonna mark it on my schedule.
Matt's
this time.
coming up
He already
opening
told him
day.
opening weekend.
Any day.
Hey, we're going to go down there before Tennessee starts.
You tell.
Are y'all coming to Alabama?
I want to,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Let's do
I've
it.
never
do it.
killed one in Alabama.
Well, then there we go.
How much
We
is
can go
a
down
how
for
much
2
is
or
a
3
tag
days.
day?
I don't know what non-resident is.
It's like $500. I'm probably out.
No, goodness, no. We don't have the game for that. People's not paying a lot of money to come shoot our little small deer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Season starts the 15th in Tennessee.
Yes.
He's coming. I mean, we don't even have to.
Yeah, but we said that
Done.
last year and it never happened. I'm marking it.
15th.
You
When-
have
when do
no
you wanna be
excuses
here?
because you live here.
Yeah, well, I was also super busy last season, so I didn't get to go. I only went twice, and I only went once to
That's
shoot.
blasphemy.
Well, it's my
I'll be
first
in the
ever
woods
season.
the whole daggum month.
See, the funny thing was last year I went with TJ to film him, and
The last. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, this is just funny. But I got a video of it. He was trying to like move a thorn bush out of the way, and it came back and smacked him in his eye, and the thorn got stuck in his eyelid.
Yeah,
It's
there's
the
a picture
funniest
of
thing.
that on Instagram.
The last two
And it's
seasons-
Super funny.
His eyelids like this.
Yeah, super funny, dude.
I've found out that I'm gonna have a baby the last 2 years.
Yeah. Right. I see.
You
Well,
better
you're
go,
looking
better
good.
go join the V Club, son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Be a matter part of it. Hey.
Man, yep.
Yeah.
Done.
Cheers.
It's a fraternity once you're there.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll
I
tell
don't
you
know
when
The
if I'm ready
experience
to
that
join
Matt
it.
had, I don't know if I envy that or not.
Worth it though.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth
Yeah.
feeling like you got kicked in the balls for 2 days.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. After you get over it,
Well, I'm gonna tell them that I'll do it as long as they put me out.
they won't
They
put you
probably
out.
I don't even care if I wake up a eunuch.
Matt, you got your
No,
schedule
so,
open?
yeah, mine. I tell you, they didn't give me any anxiety medecine.
See, I can't.
No,
I
You
didn't get
think-
anxiety medicine
You
either.
think
They
you're an
just-
anxious person?
He's like, hey, here's
You
this
have no
towel.
idea.
Grab it if it hurts. I was like, what? Like,
like,
no
bite it if
whiskey.
you have
Like,
to.
yeah, like we're in the Civil War. Like, bite this towel.
Here's a stick.
digging a bullet out of your.
Yeah.
Fire or
350
something.
is a non-resident license, which is shocking. I didn't realize it was
For the
that.
whole
350?
season?
That's for the whole season. That's deer and turkey.
But you have to buy that one to
Yeah, there's no standalone.
turkey.
It's
Gotcha.
deer and turkey. Which deer you get?
You got a
$3.
big backyard. We can
Get $3
some
and
tents
a
up.
bunch of
Unlimited
does.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
One doe a day.
You want to come April 15th or the 22nd?
both.
Which one you want to do?
Both.
Both of them.
15th, there's something on the calendar, but I can probably get it moved.
Better get
I'm
it
about to
moved,
mark
bro.
it.
It's
It'll be
turkey
the
season.
15th.
15th? All right, I'm marking it.
15th.
You're coming the 15th.
You need to show up the day before though, so we can get out and roost some
Or
birds.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring my camper up. Y'all just give me a spot to park it.
Dude, I got a place you can stay.
You said that in Nashville.
Dude,
and I
we
slept on
gotta
the floor.
Hey, in my defense, I didn't think the couches would be that small.
Y'all
Dude
gonna
had
sleep
3 love
together?
seats.
Dude, he told me he had 3 couches, and I walked in and I was like, what? I was like, these are chairs, man.
I
That's
don't
hilarious.
trust your places to
Got a
stay.
shower right here, bro.
Well, good then.
You
That's
want?
funny. All right, I got. Hold on,
If we aren't on the lake, you can take we'll just dip you You'll be good. Bring your bar.
If I ain't got to worry about sin, I'm real good.
Boom, Matt's coming to turkey hunt. 15th, marked.
You got to get one too.
Get one what?
A bird.
Yeah, I've never killed one. I want
Turkey,
to.
fool.
I want to get it on video too. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
definitely
no.
gonna film.
Yep.
That'd be really cool. I want to send it to my uncle. He think it'd be funny. He
Wow.
doesn't see me as a hunter, so that's the funny part. Be like, look at this dude.
Is he a big hunter?
What now?
Yeah.
He's a really big hunter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll get you one.
There's
You can throw
there's
it up
some,
in your uncle's
there's
face.
there's a
Yeah.
little bit of a stealth aspect to turkey hunting,
I like that. That's fun.
especially when like if you can see them, they can see you.
Yeah, they've already seen you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, that's another question. Like painted face, full blown.
You
I
want a
usually
face mask?
paint.
I don't paint. I use a face
I
mask.
paint. Like I use a gator, and I'll usually run it like below my lips or
Oh,
like
mine's
right at
like-
my
I'm
nose,
like
and I
this.
paint all of this.
Oh, you do? I'm just like this. Like,
Dude, it's
hat
cool when
low
dude you got to paint up to get in like
Yeah.
beast mode,
Get in the mood.
freaking Rambo
primal
baby.
mode.
No, that's funny. Well, cool guys. Matt, thank you for unexpectedly
Yes.
coming
Yeah,
in. This
man.
has been fun, dude.
Glad it was on my route.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's shocking to see you today, but it's been good. It's been good. Everybody listening, thank you for joining us. As well as don't forget, guys, we're gonna be giving out. Let me see that. We're gonna be giving out this pot call, and you got go to the YouTube channel, go to the comments, leave a comment.
Yep.
Right,
Type in CRÜZR on YouTube.
CRÜZR on
and
YouTube.
CRÜZR, and you'll get a chance to win this glass over slate.
Gotta be subscribed.
Spalton Mabel.
Hold on, let me see. I'm
pot
gonna
call.
call it so people can hear it. See if I can do this. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
It's all
Does that sound
right.
That's good
Would that
enough.
kill a bird?
That's good
It needs
enough.
some-
Would kill a bird?
It'll kill a bird. Needs some conditioning, but
Did I do that right?
No, I wouldn't do that.
no, I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm gonna just let somebody else call.
Matt's giving turkey calls.
I'm gonna be,
I
dude.
listened to enough in Nashville. I know what it's supposed to sound.
Well, the other thing too, I'm gonna be shaking like a dog when I got a turkey in
Oh
front of me.
no, you gotta be
That sounds good.
in the zone, don't you? Like I don't even get like, you know how you get when a deer comes around, I get tore. Like I'm like,
You don't get
Get that
tore
buck
up during
fever.
turkey, dude. I get tore up.
no, I get like
You get kill
Like-
mode.
kill mode.
I know something for that.
I get
So-
kill
Yeah,
mode too,
yeah.
but also my heart starts pounding like
My
pretty
heart
good.
pounds, but I don't get the shakes.
I don't get the shakes
I'm ready
either,
to
but
rock
I'm
and
like-
roll.
I'm
No,
like,
I'm gonna get the shakes, dude.
there he is. Don't move. My
Yeah.
heart's pounding.
This son
I'm
of
breathing a little bit
It's
heavy,
about to die.
but I don't get like buck fever shakes or anything.
I'm gonna get target painted out the butt, bro. Well, everybody, thank you for listening. This has been a great episode, guys. Hunter, pleasure as always. Chad, pleasure always. Matt, thank you for joining us today. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.